Welcome to this Tech AV training program on the subject of electrical test equipment. In this program, you will learn how to safely use and read multimeters. As the name implies, a multimeter is an electrical measuring device which has more than one function. Indeed, a multimeter is designed to measure at least three electrical values, namely amps, volts, and ohms. Early designs of multimeters were originally known as avometers. This name was derived from the letters A for amps, V for volts, and O for ohms. Avometers are large, bulky meters which are best suited for fixed benchwork operations. Other meters are designed for portability. A typical lightweight and accurate multimeter is this well-known Fluke 70 type with its LCD or liquid crystal display function. Such a meter is known as a digital type meter. Meters which have a deflecting pointer display are referred to as analog type meters. When reading an analog type meter, the operator must be careful that he or she observes the pointer from directly above. Further, the instrument must lie flat on a level surface to avoid pointer deflection caused through gravitational influences. Digital meters are far easier both to read and handle, and in fact, such meters are fast becoming industry standard. Let's begin by taking a general look at the Fluke 75 model and studying the basic functions. First, we consider the rotary function switch. This is an 8-position rotary type switch. Turning clockwise from the off position, the first click lines the switch indicator to the AC volts function. Note the symbol. If you look at the display panel, you will see the letters VAC appear. This indicates that the meter is ready to accept an alternating current and will therefore provide equivalent voltage value readings. Rotating the switch one more click aligns the switch indicator to the DC volts junction. Note the DC symbol. The letters VDC will appear on the display panel. Further rotation of the function switch takes the meter to the 300 millivolt DC scale. Next is the ohm meter scale. Then the diode test scale, which provides an audible tone on this instrument. Next is the AC amp scale. Finally, there is the DC amp scale. When the instrument is not in use, always return the function switch to the off position. Obviously, the instrument needs to be connected to whatever it is measuring. This is achieved with test leads, which are designed to plug into the instrument's terminal sockets. The black lead is always connected to the COM or common socket. The other lead, usually red or yellow in color, can be set into any other socket depending upon which function you wish to perform. For example, if you are intending to check voltages, resistances, or perform a diode check, then the second lead is connected into the socket marked with those symbols. To measure amps, the colored test lead must be placed into the socket marked amps, or 10A on this particular meter. Likewise for milliamps, up to 300 milliamps, connect into the 300 MA socket. Let's now put the instrument to practical use by measuring the available voltage of this battery. Firstly, ensure that the test leads on the meter are plugged into the COM and volt-ohm sockets. Next, select DC volts, as we know that batteries supply a DC voltage. Clip or hold the common lead to the negative battery terminal or the outer case and the colored lead to positive. Now let's study the reading. Here we see a voltage value displayed. You will also observe a plus sign next to the bar graph line, indicating positive polarity of the test sample. The analog bar graph displays 9 scale lines. The first, that is the far left line, being 0, the furthest right being 8. This bar graph simulates the analog type meter and shows, in this case, the value of whole volts on the test sample. Let's, for demonstration purpose, deliberately reverse the test leads. Again, you will see the same voltage registered, but this time a minus sign appears, telling you that the polarity is reversed. When you have completed the test, turn the switch selector to the off position. Practice using your digital multimeter on a battery in your workplace. If your meter differs from the meter demonstrated, then consult the operator's manual for that instrument. After the break, we shall look at an analog type meter and measure a DC voltage.